Hello, let me introduce to you a trick in how to solve this numerical problem involving the cross product of vectors, two vectors. So the problem states determine the cross product of vectors P and Q, and they are both given. So this is vector P and the vector Q. And what we need to do is to find the product of vector P and vector times vector Q. All right, so here's the method. It's actually a method that I would introduce to you. It's called the cyclic pattern trick. So this is a trick that will help you solve this multiplication of vectors. So step one, as we always do, is to write the step one, is we will write the coefficients clearly. So based from the given vectors, we will write the coefficients. These are the coefficients of, so for example, vector P. So we have a vector P. So we have the coefficient of I is 1. So that's A1. So that's I, J, and K. So A is for I, the B is for K, and the another J, and C is for K. Again, let me say it. So we have A is for the coefficient of I, B is for the coefficient of J, and C the coefficient of K. So for vector P, we have 1, B is 1, and C, 1 is 2, because 2 is the coefficient of K. And we will do the same for Q. So these are the coefficients of vector Q. For I is 3, that's A2. For J is negative 3, that's B2. And for K, it's positive 2, that is C2. Now we have written all the coefficients for vectors B and Q. So we will write it down. Why do we need to write everything down? Because the next step would involve determinants. So once we have the A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, we will write something like this, like a determinants. We have the first column for I, the second column for J, and the third column for K. But I want you to remember this. You know the rule for the determinant? So for I, we will have a positive, because once we expound the determinant, so the first column should be positive, the second would be negative, and positive. So it will be plus, minus, plus. So remember that. So I is plus, minus J, plus K. Okay, that's our sign convention. So step 2, we will remember the cycle. So after writing that determinant, we will now solve the determinant. And what we will do is apply the cyclic pattern. First, to solve for I, what we need to do, so I is here. So what we need to do is to skip everything that's below I. That means we will skip A, and we will only use bands B, and C. All right, we will only use bands B and C. That means we will only use B1, C2, and we have C1, B2. All right, so when we will analyze J, we will skip whatever is under G, J. So that would be B2 and B1. So we will skip B, and what we will do is we will analyze only columns for I and K, which is the A1, A2, C1, C2. When we skip C, so when we analyze K, we will skip all C's. Therefore, we will only use the determinants A1, A2, B1, B2. So how would we calculate now everything using a 2 by 2 determinant? Remember this one, and this hasn't changed. So if the determinant is 2 by 2, what we will do is we will multiply P and S first, which is positive, and we will subtract it with the product of R and Q. It has always been like that, and it hasn't changed. So the positive one is the top left times the bottom right, which is P and S, and the negative part is the top right and the bottom left, so which is R times Q. Remember again, P and S is positive minus R times Q negative. Remember that because there are no exceptions there. That rule never changes. So remember this rule when you have a 2 by 2 determinant. Now we will expand it. For I, remember for I, so when we have I, we will eliminate all A's, so we will only have these two. So that is why it is like something like that. When we analyze J, we will eliminate B, so what is left with is A1, A2, C1, C2. When we analyze K, we will eliminate C, and what is left is A1, A2, and B1, B2. And look at the signs. The one that I told you a while ago, A1 is positive, I is positive, minus, plus. So I is positive, then we will subtract J, and we will add K, plus, minus, plus. So that is the pattern of signs. Now let us compute the determinant for each component. Let's start with I. Let us compute this determinant. Remember the rule again? That's positive, that's negative. So we have positive, negative. And what about the J component? This is the J component. This is the positive, which is this. That's negative. The product of that would be negative. C1, A2. And lastly, for the K component, this would be positive A1 times B2, and the product of this is negative B1, A2. After we have that, all we need to do now is we will plug in all the numbers because we already defined what is A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C3 in the beginning of the video. So all we need to do now is we will put all those numbers in here, and then solve for the determinant. So that is what we are doing in there. So these are all the numbers which we have defined in the beginning. So for I, that's the I, we substitute all the values there. Remember to take the signs with them. So for example, if it's a -3, put the -3 in there, just like that. And remember, it's a positive for I, so we also put positive in there. So it would be positive 8. It is very important not to forget the positive for I. Now for component J, it is like this. We plug in all the numbers for A1, C2, C1, C2. Remember to carry the sign of those numbers. And it would be like this. But we put a negative sign there. Why? Because remember, it is plus for I, minus for J, and plus for K. So we put the sign there because that really matters. Because 2 minus 6 is minus 4, and there's a negative sign in front. So the resulting value is positive 4. And lastly, for component K, that's the computation of the determinant. You substitute all the values there. It would be -3 minus 3, which is -6, and K is actually positive, so it would still be -6. And finally, the result, when we multiplied the two vectors, the result is, we have here positive 8 for I, positive 4j, negative 4k. And that is what we have here, positive 8i plus 4j minus 6k. And that will be our final answer for the product of two vectors P and Q. Do you have any questions? If you do, just leave a comment below, and we will have more problems and numerical problems discussed in the coming videos. Thank you so much.